Recently, I posted a video in which I explained why I prefer to invest in REITs than in rental properties in most cases. To make it short, I think that REITs generate higher returns in most cases. They're also a lot safer in my opinion, and then they allow you to optimize your lifestyle and your career. But that does not mean that REITs are better investments in every case. There are exceptions, and that's what I'm gonna focus on in today's video. Hey everyone, this is Yossi. I run an investment firm that specializes in REIT investing, and in today's video I'm gonna talk to you about 5 cases in which I prefer to buy private real estate instead of REITs. But before I get into it, if you could please make me a favor and like this video, it will help me a lot. Thank you very much. So the first case would be if I'm trying to invest in a foreign real estate market. Today there are REITs in roughly 30 countries, and so there are a lot of options, but unfortunately that's still not enough, and a lot of countries don't have any REITs, so they might have only a few of them. And if they invest in the wrong property sector in which I'm not interested, or perhaps if the REITs are over leveraged or poorly managed, that might make them uninvestable. In those cases, I just don't have any other option than to buy private real estate. To give you an example, recently I bought a property in Estonia. I'm very bullish on the future of the country. It's rapidly becoming the Luxembourg of Northern Europe, with a lot of companies and wealthy individuals relocating there because it's a very business-friendly country with low taxes, low bureaucracy, and it's very digital, which makes it easy to run your businesses. But unfortunately, there are no REITs in Estonia. There are a few listed companies, but they are not exactly what I'm looking for, and so I just had no other option than to buy a private property. Then the second case would be if you're able to add value to a property. Again, to give you an example, the property that I bought in Tallinn, it was a luxury condo. It had a bathtub in the bathroom. I decided to remove it and I pushed the wall a bit from the bathroom to make it larger, and I put a sauna in there. In Northern Europe, if you can add a sauna to your apartment, it would typically add a lot of value to it, and so this cost me roughly 5,000 euros to do, but I think it added roughly 10 times the amount to the value of the property. And so if you can do this type of value add renovations to your property, you can perhaps earn much higher returns, but you have to also realize that this demands skills, this demands time, and it can also increase risks. It's definitely not for everyone, but since I come from a real estate background, this is the type of things that you can sometimes do in private real estate to earn much better returns. Then the third case in which I would consider private real estate instead of REITs would be if you're buying your own home. And this is not because it's necessarily a good financial investments, but because there are a lot of non-financial benefits. I think that there's a lot of value in having full control over your own home and your own destiny, not having a landlord be able to kick you out from one month to another, and then you also get to customize your own home to your own style and needs, and that has value. If you own REITs, you cannot simply move into your REITs. These are just financial products. Then the fourth case would be if I'm trying to invest in a specialty property sector that's badly covered by the publicly listed REIT market. Today, REITs invest in most property sectors, including cell towers, timberland, data centers, billboards even. There used to be a few private prison REITs. I mean, they really invest across the board in most property sectors, but there are still some of them that don't have many REITs. So to give you one good example, Farmland only has 2 REITs, and both of them suffer some issues. Farmland Partners has a poor track record. It has had some legal difficulties over the past years, and it also has an asset management business, and therefore it's not a pure play investment in farmland. And then the second REIT, Gladstone Land, is priced at a premium to its net asset value, and so you're getting somewhat diluted when you invest in the company. And so here you don't have good options in the REIT market, and so if you want to invest in farmland, you will have no other options than to look on the private side of the market. Today there are a few crowdfunding platforms for farmland. My favorite one is called FarmTogether, and it allows you to invest in small pieces of farmland and build a diversified portfolio with professionals doing all the work of selecting and managing the farmland for you and then distributing the returns. And then the fifth and final case when I would consider perhaps investing in rentals instead of REITs is if there are some clear synergies with your career. If let's say you're a real estate broker and you get to see deals before they hit the market, that might be a competitive advantage, and you'll get to buy properties at a discount to their fair value. Or alternatively, if let's say you're a carpenter or anything else that's very manual and you're able to work on your own properties, fix them up and increase their value, I think that this could be another competitive advantage advantage too that will allow you to earn better returns than what you would expect with REITs. So the bottom line is this: it does not have to be just one or the other. The best is probably to invest in both rental properties as well as REITs. I think that most investors should favor REITs in most cases because of all the reasons that I explained in my previous video, which I'll link in the screen, but it can also be good to diversify with some private real estate in some select cases, such as those that I highlighted in today's video. Now, if you want to learn more about what REITs I'm currently buying, feel free to join my REIT newsletter for a 2-week free trial. I'll put a link in the description. And otherwise, if you could please like this video and subscribe to this channel, again, it will help me a lot. Thank you very much. Bye bye.